welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the new Zodiac monthly reads. Today we are going to be focusing on Aries. What do the angels, what do the ascended masters want our amazing Aries to know for this upcoming month in February? So for those of you that are new, welcome to Eileen into Spirit. My name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor and an intuitive coach. I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. We truly appreciate every single one of you being here. So all we can ask is that you subscribe, give our videos a like. It truly does help our content. Comment down below if you desire and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release new content. Let's get into today's message for our amazing Aries. All right, my amazing Aries, this is going to be your monthly message from Spirit, the angels, and the ascended masters. I do want to let you know that this is going to be a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Aries out there, so I simply ask that you take with you what you want and leave the rest behind. Also know that I've already pre-shuffled, so we're going to get right into it. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information would you like for our amazing Aries to know this upcoming month in the month of February? What would you like our amazing Aries to know this coming month, the month of February? What information would you like amazing Aries to know this upcoming month? What information would you like amazing Aries to know this coming month? What information would you like amazing Aries to know this upcoming month? What information would you like amazing Aries to know this coming month? Okay, what information would you like amazing Aries to know this upcoming month? Is this all, Spirit? Do we have anything else? Anything else? Okay, I'm not going to take a whole book. Okay, so right off the bat, we got, okay, right off the bat, we got Never Ending Story. I want to see if they have one more. Do you have one more for amazing Aries this month? What would you like Aries to know this month? Okay, one more. There we go. We got it. Okay, beautiful. All right, my amazing Aries. So this is what we've got, okay? So first off the bat, we got Never Ending Story, okay? Now, I find this very interesting because what this is really telling me is that I sort of feel that this month you're sort of going to be repeating the same story, almost as if you feel that you've been going in this repetitive cycle, that you've just been sort of repeating cycles and not really moving forward. And it's always like it's almost like it's important that you understand that the things that the energy that you give out is going to be the energy that you're going to receive. So it's important that you really pay very close attention to how you are, what kind of energy you're actually giving out. I sort of feel like you've just sort of been falling into this victimhood, right? Because notice how she's here and she's sort of like, why are we going through this again, right? And she's sort of sitting on an hourglass, okay? And if you know the traditional hourglass, there is sand right here, okay? And it's pouring down on the bottom. And there is this little heart that's sort of like this little compass. And it's pointing to, what is it pointing to? It's pointing in between yes and no, which I find very interesting. So it's almost like in the middle. So maybe you feel that you're sort of stuck in your situation. Maybe you sort of feel like you don't know which direction to go. Maybe you feel that you're sort of caught in the middle of something and you sort of feel like you're running out of time. Now, after that, we do have TikTok, okay? And TikTok really talks about divine timing and it also talks about timelessness. So maybe in this current situation, this never-ending story that you keep repeating to yourself, you sort of feel that nothing is changing and that everything is just sort of slowing down. And I want you to pay very close attention that when you get this sort of situation, it's very important that you recognize that the things that you are trying to create or that you're trying to manifest or you're trying to bring into fruition won't always come in the time that you want them to come, right? There is always going to be divine timing. Divine timing will always supersede whatever it is, what you perceive to be the perfect time. Also, if you're struggling to make a decision, almost as if you're sort of caught in between, you don't really know what the best decision is because maybe you're waiting for the perfect time. The angels are saying there is no such thing as perfect time. You either need to make a choice, make a decision, and move in the direction. As long as you are setting forth action, intention, pure intention into what you're desiring, then the moment you get started, time sort of tends to speed up. There is no such thing as linear time, okay? Then we have the tribe. I absolutely love this, okay, because this resonates with an 8, and an 8 truly represents abundance, prosperity, manifestation. And the tribe really speaks about you not being alone. So if you have individuals in your circle that you can trust, that you can rely on to give you pure guidance, sort of give you a different perspective that might be able to help you in this situation, know that you're not alone. Also, call on your guides, call on your angels, call on a higher dimensional being to guide you in making the decisions that you are trying to ultimately make for yourself. It's not like you were actually and for some reason they keep telling me this. It's not like you were actually just dumped here and you were left to struggle on your own. I sort of feel like that's part of like the never ending story, that you just sort of feel that you're always alone and you're isolated and no one is here to help you. And what Spirit is really saying with tribe is that you do have the help. All you have to do is ask. I really want to point out that it's very important that you understand that angels and your guides and all of that, they can't like intervene in your life. Now, everyone has 2 guardian angels in their life, and guardian angels have one specific duty, and that is to be with you at all times. And if something were to happen that it's not your time to go, then they intervene and prevent you from being harmed, right? Because it's not your time to go. But when you call upon angels, archangels, and guides, you really have to ask them for the help. You have to ask them for the assistance. They're not just going to automatically, intervene in your life and assist you without your permission. Because it impedes on your free will. So I really wanted to point that out because they were really wanting me to voice that out to you, that you're not alone. It might feel like you're alone, but you have people supporting you. You have, your guides and your angels supporting you, but you have to ask for their help. So let's go ahead and look at the tarot and see what the tarot has to say and what it has to offer us. Angels, archangels, guides, what information could you provide my amazing Aries this month? What additional information could you provide my Aries this month? Okay, well, right off the bat, we got the 2 of Wands and the Emperor. So I actually like to get all my cards out before I interpret. So what additional information do we have? Do we want this right side up or right side up? Okay. What additional information do we have for amazing Aries this month? What additional information do we have for Aries this month? All right, so I can tell you that we are starting off our journey at the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is amazing because it means that you're wanting a new adventure. You're wanting a new direction. That actually really tells me very clearly that that's where you are, especially with the never-ending story, that you're kind of sick of the same routine, the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And what you're wanting is something entirely different. You're planning, you're dreaming, you're allowing yourself to sort of visualize because maybe you've reached a point in your life where you felt like you've already achieved the max that you could possibly achieve, right? Which does really indicate that with the Two of Wands. It's also important that you sort of remember that, you know, if you have certain, you know, things that you're wanting to do, like if you're wanting to travel, if you're wanting to explore, if you're wanting to go on a backpack journey, you know, don't be afraid to sit down and say, that's really what I want. Because you have to be able to dream. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. I am a numbers girl, so I love to look at numbers. So I want to see what we have right away. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, this is basically going to tell me, this 9-card draw is going to tell me where you currently are, right? And it's going to take us to where your potential outcome is, okay? So we started off our journey on, as I mentioned earlier, at the never-ending story, right? You kind of feel like you're stuck. You're stuck in a situation. You're stuck in a rut. You want something different. So you're starting off at the Two of Wands, okay? The Two of Wands really speaks about you wanting a new adventure, you dreaming about something different, changing your routine, maybe, you know, taking a trip or going backpacking or doing something that you've always dreamed of, but you've always felt like, okay, well, maybe that would happen sometime in the future. What I'm really hearing is that it's bringing up this TikTok, right? Which I said is divine timing and timelessness, right? So if you're waiting for the perfect time, you have to really remember that there is no such thing as a perfect time. There's nothing stating that you cannot plan for something or plan a trip now, right? And really ask your guides to, you know, guide you as to when the right time will be. This Two of Wands really states, you know, notice how there is a wand back here. So this says that you've, on one part of leg of your journey, you've already accomplished all of the achievements that you've wanted. And now you have this new wand, this new staff that you sort of want to utilize to help you in your next part of your adventure, in the next part of your journey, okay? Now, this Two of Wands then moves you into the Emperor, okay? I love this because the Emperor truly talks about expansion and growth. It also talks about taking action. That is the most important thing. Now, I find that very interesting because we did get the TikTok, right? And with the Two of Wands, it's really about planning and organizing and also taking action, taking guided action. That's the important thing. You know, with the Emperor is divine masculine energy, which is like pure action, right? You set forth, you have those specific intentions, the things that you've been dreaming about, that you've been wanting to do. And the important thing here, Aries, is that you are a fire element, right? So you have your passions, you have your inspirations, you have your desires, but you also have to take guided action. You have to be strategic in how you play out the next steps of your journey, okay? And you're gonna wanna use this Emperor energy. This Emperor energy is really about being very clear and precise, very detail-oriented, and knowing exactly what it is you want and where you wanna go. We now move into Devil energy, okay? So we have the Devil, and what I'm sort of picking up with the Devil, I'm really picking up with this whole never-ending story, okay? I'm picking up with this never-ending story because what I'm sort of picking up here is that you're sort of putting yourself in a victim role, a martyr. You're self-sabotaging your own growth, your own expansion, and you're self-sabotaging your own success and your own happiness, right? What I'm picking up with this Devil energy is that with the never-ending story, you keep telling yourself the same story. It is so important, Aries, that you really pay very close attention to the words that you use. Words carry specific vibrational frequencies. Everything on this planet, everything around you and and all of you responds to energy. Energy responds to energy, okay? And with this Devil card, what I'm feeling is that you sort of always been triggered by that devil energy, which is that whole poor me, why does my life always happen this way? Why can't I always be, why does it always have to be this way? The stories that you continue to tell yourself are going to be the stories that you continue to see. It's important that you understand energy is energy. Energy does not sit there and say, oh, well, that's bad energy and she wants good energy, or they want good energy. That is not how energy responds. The energy that you give out. So if you're really truly giving out this poor me, why does this keep happening to me? Then that's the energy that you're going to continue to receive. So instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? What you need to really be asking is, what is this trying to teach me? Okay, I really want you to change the way that you think, because it is so important. The more that you feed into this devil energy, the more it is going to suppress you and prevent you from moving forward and growing. Okay, we then move into the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles really speaks about working your craft, working on yourself, finding what brings you joy, what brings you passion, right? I really feel that with this never-ending story and the devil energy, it's going to take some work. You're going to have to really sit down and figure out what your patterns are, what your behaviors are, what are the things that trigger you, really being aware of how you're speaking, the things that you're saying about yourself, about your life. You know, when you have this never-ending story, you have to really tell yourself a different story. You have to create an entirely different story. You're not going to believe it at first, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some practice. What they're really highlighting for me here on this Eight of Pentacles is right here, there are like these journals and this pen. So what I'm going to really advise you, Aries, in order for you to create a new story, a better story that leads you into this growth and this expansion that you're seeking with a new adventure, you need to start doing manifestation scripting, which is where you basically create this new story for yourself. So what I want you to do is I want you to promise yourself, not promise me, not promise anyone else, but promise yourself that if you truly are wanting a change, if you're truly wanting a new adventure with a new path, and you're wanting this never-ending story to end, then you need to commit to yourself that you will put yourself first and that you will do the manifestation scripting. And what that is you're going to write an entirely new story, okay? The story that you're wanting, the story, the new adventure, whatever it is. And you're going to start it by saying, I am happy and grateful now that and you fill in the blank. And you start your story. It is important that you be very cautious of the words that you use. It's not, you don't want to do it in the past tense. You want to write it as if it has already happened and you're now in that space and in that moment and in that adventure. Describe this new place that you're wanting. Describe this new thing that you're wanting. Really allow yourself to envision yourself in that space and allow yourself to feel those emotions. By doing that, it'll help shift your perspective on this devil energy and this never-ending story. We now get to the heart of the reading, okay? And I use the heart of the reading is the middle card of my 9-card draw, along with the bottom deck energy. And what we have here is the 7 of Cups in reverse with the Judgment card. Okay? So here's what this tells me. The 7 of Cups really tells me that you're not making the choices that you need to be making. You say that you want one thing, but you're so caught up in this never-ending story and this devil energy that all of the options being presented to you, whether it's coming from other people, where other people are really bringing it to your attention or bringing to your awareness that, oh, I need a new way of thinking, right? You're choosing to just stay stagnant. You're choosing your current situation. Maybe you need to really ask yourself, what are you getting out of staying in this devil energy? What are you really getting out of it? Because apparently you're getting something out of it. So what are you getting out of the devil energy that's keeping you stagnant? With this Judgment card, okay, what this tells me is that your spirit, your soul is really calling to you to really listen to that higher aspect of yourself that is yearning for you to be very discerning. You're getting the information, which I find it very interesting that the Tribe card came out, right? Because remember earlier I said you sort of felt like you were alone. You have so much guidance. You're just not aware and you're not listening, right? The Judgment card is really about you choosing your higher aspect and really listening to what it is trying to tell you, okay? So that is the heart of the message. So now we're going to move into the steps that you need to take that get you towards the outcome of changing your never-ending story, okay? We then have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I love this because the Queen of Pentacles is an energy that is so in tune. This energy is confident. They know their worth. They know their strength. They know their power. And they know that they can do anything because everything that they need is already provided for them. Okay. A Queen of Pentacles is also very nurturing, very loving, very compassionate, very kind. And it's under the Devil. So my question to you is, are you nurturing and loving to yourself? Are you nurturing the compassionate aspects of changing your never-ending story? Or are you nurturing the devil aspects, right? Like, so this is really asking you to really pay very close attention to how you are keeping yourself stuck in this space. We then move into the Moon, okay? And the Moon really talks about our emotions, and it also talks about the things that we tend to keep hidden from ourselves. And I really feel in this perspective, you're not recognizing that your never-ending story is really you being addicted to that devil energy. Okay, you're addicted to that pattern because it's something you've always known, you've always done, and you don't know how to do it any other way. Okay, but what this Moon is really asking you to do is it's asking you to truly allow yourself to go deep within yourself, to figure out, to listen to your emotions, to the deep yearning deep within you, so that you could balance out those energies, the energy of both your light side and your dark side. Because I really feel that this devil energy is really the ego part of you, that you have not balanced out in your own awareness. Okay. We then move into the Magician. Okay. Now, the Magician is in reversed, okay? So the Magician here really speaks about you also not utilizing your resources and not recognizing your own worth and how powerful you are, which is why you feel stuck, which is why you're not making the choices that you need to make in your life to move you in the direction that you want to go, which is why you feel like you're in a never-ending story. A magician is very powerful. A magician is the creator of their own destiny. They hold all of the elements within the physical realm to utilize to their benefit, along with spirit and their intuition, to create magic in their physical reality. So by you choosing to stay in this devil energy and continuing to feed the energy of this never-ending story, you're not owning your power. And that is what you need to do. You need to start owning your power, recognizing that you are consciously choosing to stay in this space that you're in. Now, the outcome card is the Knight of Cups, okay? And the Knight of Cups usually comes to deliver an offering. It's delivering an offering and a message to you. A Knight of Cups really brings love, right? It brings that unconditional love. And I really feel that what this is asking is, are you are you giving yourself the unconditional love that you need in order to change your story? And I really feel that you're not really giving it to yourself, because no matter which way I look at this, when I look at this diagonally, you know, I see the moon, the 7 of cups in reversed, and the devil energy. Well, the devil energy is really the energy that you're in, which is why you're stuck in the situation of not making a choice, because you're not really recognizing that you're in that devil energy when you keep telling that never ending story, right? You start off wanting a new desire, right? Wanting a new adventure, wanting something to change. But when you don't make that choice, when you don't choose yourself with this Knight of Cups, then you continue to stay within this never-ending story. So I want to pull an additional oracle card. I want to see what additional information the angels and the ascended masters can provide for us, because this is all that the tarot has to offer for us, Aries. So angels, ascended masters, what additional information do you have for Aries this month? What additional information do you have for Aries this month? What additional information do you have for Aries this month? What additional information do you have for Aries this month? Now, I want to point out that at the heart of your reading, Aries, it's the 7 of Cups, okay? Now, a 7, the vibration of a 7 means contemplation, and it means withdrawal. So I think it's very important that you recognize that you're withdrawing from having to make a choice. And it's important that you recognize that the choice that you must make is choosing yourself. It truly is choosing yourself. It's choosing yourself with unconditional love and choosing something different. All right. So the card I have for you is expansion. And I absolutely love this. So what they're telling me with this is that the moment that you make the conscious choice to balance out the light and the dark within you and stop telling yourself this story and create a new one by doing the manifestation scripting that I gave you, you are going to grow beyond your wildest imaginations. Your spiritual growth, your enlightenment is going to expand, and it's going to continue to grow, and you're going to learn so much more about yourself, and you're going to want to continue to grow. You have so much more potential for yourself if you just simply choose yourself and choose this new way of choosing yourself in this aspect. So that is the message I have for you today, Aries. I thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next time for your next month's message. Namaste, guys.